At Celltex Therapeutics, the well-being of our clients is at the forefront of everything we do. From the moment fat is extracted until the moment our clients receive therapy in Mexico, their cells are handled with care, processed with precision, and stored securely. Let us show you how. First, a client must be determined eligible for cell banking. This is accomplished by a simple blood screen for certain communicable diseases. After the client is verified as eligible, a qualified physician extracts 10 to 20 cc's of the client's fat, which is then sent to our CGMP-compliant laboratory. The fat is received by our quality control department where it is properly documented. A series of tests is carefully conducted by QC to assess the fat's eligibility to enter the clean room. A small portion of the sample is used in the testing process. Proper procedures are always followed to ensure that both the testing environment and the samples are free of contamination. At every step of our process, the sterility of the client's sample is of utmost importance, and we take extra care to ensure that it is not compromised. We conduct a series of tests to detect the presence of any contaminants, such as bacteria, fungi, and mycoplasma. The sample is then transferred to our cell manufacturing clean room for processing. First, by centrifugation, the excess blood is separated from the fat and discarded. An enzyme is then added to digest the fat. Then what remains is a collection of cells known as the stromal vascular fraction, which contains the mesenchymal stem cells, or MSCs, needed for therapy. This fraction is then further separated to obtain the pure MSCs. Once the MSCs have been isolated, they are maintained on a daily basis and routinely observed to make sure they are healthy and free of contamination. As the MSCs multiply in culture, cell counts are performed. Cells are frozen at every stage and stored in liquid nitrogen. When cells are banked, they are frozen in a control rate freezer. The cells are again tested for quality control for mycoplasma, bacteria, and fungi to ensure they are free of any contaminants. This verifies the sterility of the cells and confirms that they will be ready when the client needs them. The cells are banked in a liquid nitrogen cryotank. At extreme cold temperatures, MSCs can be stored for decades with virtually no loss of quality. When cells are needed for therapy, the vials are removed from the bank and thawed, so they may be freshly cultured. The MSCs are allowed to expand for 13 days. Cells are removed from their culture environment and washed several times to remove their growth medium. The cell suspension is then centrifuged to separate the MSCs from the enzyme, and a series of washes with various buffers is performed to eliminate all media residues. The MSCs are counted before being suspended in sterile saline and packaged in syringes. This is the final product that is administered to clients in Mexico. A representative sample of the final product is submitted to quality control, where multiple tests are once again performed. Sterility, endotoxin, and mycoplasma tests are conducted on the final product to ensure it is free of any contaminants. Cell concentration, appearance, and viability are also checked by QC, and the final product is sent to Quality Assurance. Quality Assurance reviews the product as well as documentation and performs final verification to ensure that every step was executed perfectly. Once this has been confirmed, QA releases the final product. The final product is then packaged in a validated temperature-controlled box for transport to Mexico. A temperature logging device is placed in the box to verify that the MSCs are maintained at the correct temperature during transit. Once the shipment arrives in Mexico, the logger's data is reviewed to ensure that the specific conditions were maintained during the entire journey. Every step of the way, Celltex is ensuring the quality and safety of our clients' stem cells. It is our mission that each of our clients experience the healing power of their own body for years to come.